Well, good evening, everyone. And this is Brenda Reading, and I'm bringing another episode of Discover Your Spirit on Lilydale Radio to you. And I have to say, it's been a long time since I've actually been live on here with you all. So I'm just giving a little fingers crossed here that everything is going well. I have my secret weapon in the background that you people don't know about, but my secret weapon, Celeste, is hanging out with me just in case I need help. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. So just quickly, a little bit about me. I'm a Lilydale registered medium. I'm a teacher and healer and also an author. This is my book, Taps on My Shoulder, How to Awaken to Spirit. And you can find that on, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, that kind of stuff. But in that book, I talk about my journey because a lot of people, they ask, so how did you get into this type of work? So I talk about my journey, and I talk about it in a way that's kind of like teaching for you, because I find that my journey isn't unlike a lot of other people's. Things just kind of started happening. I wanted to find out more about it. And so I go through via storytelling, which is something that I love to do. If you're one of my friends or you know me at all, or you've caught any of these other episodes, I like to tell stories. And that's what I do in my book. I go through and use real life stories about spirit, about the different types of spirit communication. Anything you can really think about is in there. And at the end of the book is some exercises for you in case you want to dip your toe in and start to open up your abilities that you were born with. So that's just a little bit about my book. So what I'd like to talk about tonight, I want to start off by letting everyone know again that the Lilydale catalog is available, okay? And you can get it online. You can actually go to the website, www.lilydaleassembly.org or .com, and you can download the catalog. And so you can peruse page by page, or you can call the office and they will send you a catalog for a nominal fee. It's only $5. I mean, go to Starbucks, it's going to cost you $5. So for a nominal fee, you can get your catalog. And as we all know, Lilydale Assembly, Lilydale, the area, is the largest spiritualist camp, right? And people live there all year round. And what I want to say is we all know that it's well known for mediumship, right? But I also want to call attention to the fact that part of the spiritual belief is healing, and that we're all entitled to healing. And so not only in the catalog are there a plethora, gobs of mediumship classes and how to develop your intuitive gifts, but this catalog is also jam-packed full of opportunities to learn more about healing. And so I wanted to just take a minute and go through a few of the things that are offered in the catalog with you, just for a couple minutes. So starting on page 20, we've got The Power of Meditation with Maria Verdeschi on Sunday, June 23rd. The next day, we've got acupressure for self-healing. I find that very interesting, right? I'm not a big proponent of having needles poked in me, but acupressure, where you can just poke a little bit on yourself, right? And you can do it yourself. That might be something I'd like to look into. So Lilydale is offering a 3-hour class on acupressure for self-healing with Allison Gracie. So I think that's really cool. She's also doing a class the next day, Space Clearing for Prosperity and Wellness. The monks are coming. That is such a big event every year. We're so lucky. And Saturday, June 22nd, the White Tarapua of Healing, Longevity, and Compassion with the Tibetan Monks. It's a special main stage auditorium event from 7 to 9 p.m. And it's just a beautiful healing experience. You might want to check that out. Okay. So then as we go through the catalog, so we've already talked about a couple of different healings types. We've got Dandi Dalene coming. Now, if you didn't know, Dondi Darlene, all on her own, is a amazing person, teacher, healer. But her mother is Donna Eden. Okay, I mean that woman has been teaching about energy medicine for decades. All right, so Lily Dale is just so blessed to have Dondi Darlene coming, and she's coming on the 29th and 30th of June. All right, and she's talking about the 5 elements, the world oldest healing and personality type system. And then she's also talking about the 9 energy systems, how your energies determine your healing, vibrancy, and joy. That's going to be an amazing class. Then as we go further into the months, I'm into July now. We've got Tom Kratzley, who is an amazing teacher. He's teaching Healing Mastery. It's a week-long class, all right, July 7th through July 12th. And that is going to be an intensive training in spiritual healing. Okay, so he has been doing healing for over 40 years. So check that out. Then we also have Gemstone, Harness the Healing Energy with Joanne Copley-Nigro. So here we are going from spiritual healing to harnessing the energy of gemstones, and that's Friday, July 12th. So as I just look a little bit, through the book, we go into the rest of July, Clear Your Karmic Blocks to Love, Wealth, and Happiness with Sandra Ann Taylor. We've got sound healing. We've got July 20th. We've got Susie Wu doing healing with sound, the full spectrum. Sound healing with Spider on July 21st. Yoga. We've got Awaken the Yogi in You, July 26th. The Secret, and that's with Nancy Lombardo. July 28th, The Secret Language of the Heart, full day vibrational immersion. Who doesn't want some sound healing with vibrational immersion, right? I could sign up for that right now. And then we've got spiritual self-care with Ayurveda in August. And don't forget Reiki. If you're looking to start Reiki 1 and 2, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd, with Julie Speet Jens and Mike, I call her Micheline, Mike Clevenger, right? So here we have Reiki 1 and 2, and also the masterclass coming up after that. And on and on. You can go through the catalog, and there's all different types of healing that is available. So I just want to say, so if developing your gifts at this point isn't what you're looking for, but you are interested in healing and how to make yourself feel better and clear your energy, check out the catalog or go online. I'm sure you can find something that would be of interest to you. Oh my gosh. So now I'm just going to take a look at some of the comments because I haven't been live, like I said, on here in a long time. And I just want to say hello to some people. So we've got Ashley and Julie, April, Linda, Lafayette, Daniel, hello. Trying to distress myself. Yeah, I get it. Hello, Vince. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a long time. So we have a lot of people here checking in, and it makes me very happy. And yes, tonight we are going to do some mini readings. But first, I just told you about how I like to tell stories. So I do want to talk a little bit about a question that I get quite often from the people that I read for. And that is, does my person remember me, or is my person still around? Do they know what's going on in my life? And I want to say, for me personally, from all of the readings I've done and the type of evidence that Spirit gives to me, I feel that absolutely your spirit loved ones are still involved in your life. I do feel that they know what's going on. I feel that they pop in and out whenever they want, and they check in on us because, and I'm going to tell you a story why, because the information that they give me at times, A, there's no way I could know about it, but B, it's relevant to what's happening in the person's life right then. And their spirit loved one hasn't been on the earth plane for some time. So if they didn't know what was going on with them, how would they know how to tell me about it, right? So I'll just tell you a little story. Oh gosh. So I was doing a reading for a lady, and This was last summer in my little cozy reading room in Lilydale. And her grandmother popped in. Okay. Now, sometimes I feel some of the spirits are stronger with their communication, and you can feel their energy, and you know that when they were on the earth plane, they were, I like to call them a force of nature, because they're very direct, and they come in with this very strong energy. It doesn't take a lot for me to try to figure out what they're talking about, right? So this grandma, right, she starts talking about a cruise that this woman had just been on, right? And so I mentioned to her, I said, well, your grandma's talking about a cruise. And she goes, oh, yeah. She says, I just came back from a cruise a couple weeks ago. And I said, yeah. I said, well, she gave me this face like she wasn't all that happy about it. And I said, for some reason, your grandmother's not all that happy about the cruise. And she says, yeah, that was some cruise, And so, I didn't push it. And I figured if information wanted to come out, it would, right? And so we go forward with the reading. And I'm talking to this woman about something else. And then the grandmother's back. And what is she talking about? The cruise again. She wouldn't let it go. She's bringing up the cruise again because I'm hearing her. And I told my lady, I said, look, I said, I hate to tell you, but your grandmother's back. I said, and she's talking about the cruise. She's just not letting this cruise go. And then I hear the word, because I'm clairaudient too. All right. I hear the word genetics. Okay. Genetics. That's a pretty specific word for spirit to give me, right? And like I'm working on names, and sometimes I can get them, but often I can't. But I could hear clear as day the word genetics, right? Go figure. So I say to this woman, well, she's giving me a word and it's genetics. And she's like, oh yeah. My cousin was getting married on the cruise. And she told us all to bring our 23andMe's because we were going to sit and have, some fun with our 23andMe's. And then she proceeded to tell me what was divulged on the cruise, which I'm not going to talk about here because it's private. But she said, but that information did involve the grandmother that was coming in from spirit. Okay. So I was quite amazed. And we were both laughing because, it was something else. And we're laughing about it. And to me, that was an instance that proved that this grandmother's paying attention to what's going on in her granddaughter's life. Because why would she bring up this cruise and give me that word, which led to this big, huge discussion, right? So we go, just to finish the story about this particular spirit, who I feel was very good at communication, right? So all I had to do was listen. We get towards the end of the reading, and it's time for me to do my closing prayer, because I always start and end my readings with a prayer. So I start my prayer, and here's the grandmother again, and she's interrupting my prayer, right? And I just stop, and I kind of giggled. I said, we're going to stop because your grandmother's back. And she's laughing, right? And she goes, I'm not surprised. And I said, well, and then the grandmother's trying to give me a word. So I'm listening, and it's like schnoodle or poodle. And she's like, no, it's doodle. She says, my dog. I lost my dog a week ago. And then she started crying. She goes, and my dog's name was Doodle. Okay. So the grandmother then shows me the dog, and she's got the dog. So she's taking care of the lady's dog, right? But she gave me the name of the dog so that she knew she had the dog. So to me, if that little story doesn't prove that our loved ones are paying attention to us, even from the other side, right? They're sending us love. They're sending us joy. They're trying to help us out. And like I say in my book, once you know this, why would you want to live any other way, right? So anyways, that's my little story. Okay, so let's take a second here. This is a new format for me, okay? This is a new format. And so I'm looking at everybody's names here. And yes, I think it's time for us to do a little mini reading, if that's okay. All right. Okay. So I have, if you want a mini reading, you got to tell me in the comments, okay? And I'll find you. All right. So we'll do a little bit of mini reading here. All right. So I have Annette Loretano Lansky. Annette, would you like a mini reading? Just post yes, and then we'll go into this. Okay. Annette. There you are, Annette. Okay, yes. All right. Thank you so much. I love this. This is like instant, right? Technology is fabulous. Okay. Okay, Annette, let me just center myself for a second and say my little. Okay, Annette, as I step closer to you, all right, I feel like I have a woman in spirit here with me tonight, Annette, and I want to give her long hair. Okay, I want to give her long hair, and it feels darker in color to me. All right, and I feel like she's slender build. Okay, and she might be a little taller than average. Okay, that's how I feel. And I also feel like she liked to wear all one color a lot. All right, that's how I'm seeing her. And I feel that she liked to sing as well. Okay, so Annette, I feel like I have this person. It feels like it could be like a friend or someone that yeah, like I feel like she's a friend. Okay, Annette, can you understand? Would you be able to understand someone like that? I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about her. Okay. I also want to say I feel like I have very long fingers, this woman, okay? And I feel like she liked to make sure her fingernails were done, all right? And I do feel like she did age, all right? So I do feel that she did age, and I have some, wrinkles on my skin. And she feels quite I want to call her eclectic, okay? Because I feel like she may have liked this type of information. She may have liked tarot cards, she may have liked crystals, and I'm saying that because I just feel that she's interested in this type of stuff. All right. And I feel Annette that you would have known her. All right. You would have known her either through work, and I don't feel like she's family, okay? So I feel like she is an acquaintance, all right? So let's see what her message is for you, Annette, tonight. Annette, I feel like I want to give you some extra help. Um, I feel like she wants to as well. Like, I don't know if you've been having issues with your legs. I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose, okay? But Annette, I feel like I want to give you some extra in helping you move around. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel like I want to send you some healing for your legs and helping you move around. Okay, and that you've been working on that. So I don't know if you've been doing physical therapy or if you've had issues with your knee or something like that, but it feels to me like I want to give you help with that. I don't know if I don't know if you like to gamble, Annette, not something I don't want to out you out here. I'm just saying I feel like I'm taking a chance on something with you. So I don't know if you get lottery tickets or whatever, and I'm not predicting anything as far as that, but I just feel like you might like to have some fun with that, okay? And what else? What else is this woman telling me? I don't know if I lost you, Annette. I'm looking for you on here to see if any of this is making any sense to you at all. All right. But if you want to post something in there, that would be great. Yeah. So I also feel like do you okay, Annette, I see you. Do you understand this woman at all? You do. Perfect. Okay. Great. Okay. So that makes me happy. Let's see. What else does she want to say? Oh, okay. You're asking about your dog. Your dog. Okay. The animal that I'm seeing is got white and black on it. Okay. And it feels like it's got kind of shaggy ears. All right. So that's what it feels like to me. And actually, I feel like you probably are aware of your dog because I feel like it's more around your feet, all right? I feel like this dog would have been around your feet a lot. So I feel like, that's where you need to try to sense your own animal, all right? Because even though it's passed on, I feel like it still likes to hang out with you, Annette, all right? So that's something that isn't that sweet. I remember when I went into my parents' house after my parents had passed away and we were getting it ready to sell. And I laid down on the couch for a second because, it was kind of emotional going into my parents' house and they weren't there. And it was the house I grew up in, right? I'm sure you can understand that, people. And so here I am and I'm laying on the couch for a second. And all of a sudden I felt something like lick my hand and there's nothing there, right? But my dog Gigi, that was an overgrown black poodle, years and years ago when I was small, grew up with me in that house. And she used to come up and lick my hand. And it was the strangest feeling. And I felt like she was there with me. So I know how important. All right. So it's black. All right. It's a black. I saw the white too. I don't know why. But anyways, it's like, our animals are important to us, right? And I feel like Gigi was there just trying to give me some comfort because I was being a little sad because I was in, the house that I grew up in and my parents weren't there. And yeah, so Annette, I'm very happy that that your dog is around you. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just going to leave you with that and I'm just going to say blessings. Okay, Annette? All right, so let's see who else we have. Oh, and one more thing, Annette. I feel like that gambling stuff that I was talking about, taking a chance with you, that may have come from your dad. All right, so I'm just going to give that to you. All right, so let's see who else we have here today. You're so welcome, Annette. All right, let's me go back up. I love these comments. I can't believe I can actually talk to you people. I'm so happy, because we know this is all about me, right? I'm the one that needs to be happy. Anyways, they say do what you love, right? Okay. All right, let's see who's next on my list here. Okay, let's see. Judy Peterson. Okay, Judy, are you still here? Judy Peterson. Let me know if you would like a mini reading. Just say, there you are. Okay, awesome. Okay, Judy, let's see what we've got here for you. Judy, I feel like I have a man in spirit. I feel like he steps in from father's side of the family. And I feel like he comes in with a lot of music around him. Okay. And I'm actually, I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. I'm kind of hearing the accordion. All right. I feel like I'm hearing the accordion with this person. And I feel like he really, in his younger days, he loved to go out and, kick up his heels. Okay. I feel like, let's see. I feel like this man possibly would have smoked at some time. And I feel like I do have some lung issues, but I don't think it was the lungs that took him. I feel like it was more heart related. Okay. And I want to say, I feel like this man also had a very funny sense of humor. And I also want to say that he thought he was funny. And I'm going to repeat that. He thought he was funny. Okay. Everyone else, not so much. Okay. Yeah. And so he's kind of funny. And I want to say, I feel he was on the shorter side and maybe a little stocky too. Yes. Okay. I want to say, is this Grandpa, Judy? I feel like I'm skipping over your parents as I'm talking about this person. All right, and but anyways, he does step in close, and he's like, "That's my girl." All right, so he's quite proud of you, but your dad. All right, that's my girl. All right. He clarified it for me. That's my girl, and he's quite proud of you, by the way. Like most parents are, right? But I feel no, he's giving me, he's like, okay, so I want to acknowledge, Judy, that you've had to carry a load on your own. Okay, do you understand? And I feel like he is just telling you, that a lot of other people may not have been able to handle it as well as you did. All right, so he's giving you this, and I also feel that I think I want to tell you that he did not let you know how upset he was by your situation. Okay. He didn't let you know how upset he was on the inside because he knew that would not help you. Okay. So, I mean, I feel like he may have been encouraging, but I don't think he let you know just how upset he was about the situation. All right. Can you understand that, Judy? Because he wanted to be strong for you. Okay. He wanted to be strong. And, okay. Thank you very much. So he, and I want to say, because I feel like he could cry. I mean, if things really bothered him, sometimes he could cry, right? He did let his feelings out. So he wanted to be strong for you. Mom is still on the earth plane, correct? I feel like he wants to say, take care of your mom for me. Okay. And if she's passed already, I feel like, he's talking about taking care of her, but I feel like he's just like, it feels like a little bit of a disconnect for me between the two of them. So I feel like she may still be here. I also want to put a medal around someone in your life. All right. I feel like someone in your life, he's acknowledging that they've been doing extremely well. I want to say in sports. Okay. In sports. And I feel like he's acknowledging that, and he's putting a medal around someone's neck. Okay. And so I'm just going to give that to you. I think that's his way of letting you know that he's paying attention. Okay. I also want to say he's also saying, if you haven't asked for that raise, you need to, because you're not being paid what you're worth. That's what he says. Okay. So I'm just going to give that to you. He's talking about you being deserving of more income. Okay. So whatever that means to you, he knows that you'll handle it. All right. So I'm going to give that to you with all the blessings. I hope the what the heck was it? Accordion meant something to you, because it came in with lots of noise. Lots of noise this man came in with. All right. Thank you, Judy. All right. We still have time. So let's see if we can do another one. All right. Let me go up. All right. I think I was at, just be patient with me here, you guys, for a second. Oh, hi, Dawn. How you doing, Dawn? All right. Let's see. I know I'm not going to be able to get to everybody here tonight. April Earl, are you still here? And would you like a little message from Spirit? Okay. April, I'll just give it a second here. All right. April, if you're still here. There you are. Okay, April. I'm very excited about this, you guys. I can't believe I can see your names. It's fantastic. Celeste, if you're listening, I love this. It's fantastic. Okay, April. Okay, April. April, I feel like I have, oh my gosh, more than one woman in spirit that steps forward for you. I feel like I'm on mom's side of the family, and I feel like I've got a grandmother and her sister, or an aunt and your grandmother, but they're two women that would have known each other. Okay, and they come in, and they're bringing in all these flowers with them. All right, so I feel like just the flowers, everything is, it feels positive. It feels like uplifting. If you've started on a new path, April, I feel like this message is not only a message of happiness for you, but it feels to me like it's going to be really great. Okay, and it feels like it's a breath of fresh air. I don't know if you understand that. So if it's something that you're looking to do, or that you've gotten the works, or you're working on something and you're still not quite there yet, keep plugging at it, because it just feels like it feels like it's something that you've wanted to do your whole life, and you're finally getting to do it. All right, so does that make any sense to you, April? And I feel like you've had to move things around in your world to be able to get to this point. And okay, I have been wondering if I should follow my feelings to become an animal communicator. All right, so I feel that this message coming from spirit, specifically from these two women that have passed, I feel like you already know the answer. All right, and I feel like it's positive, and it's something that you feel strongly about, and I feel like spirit is saying you should give it a shot. Okay, and it's something that you've been not just wondering lately, but I feel like this animals has been something in your world your whole life, right? And you have felt this connection, and so it's kind of just like morphed into this new idea of being an animal communicator. And it's like I would be interested to find out how that works, because for me it's like I don't get a whole lot of animals when I do readings. Like I can go through long readings at a stretch of readings and not get an animal. And some people bring in animals all the time. I have brought in a horse, I have brought in a guinea pig, a rabbit, things like that. Mostly dogs and cats here and there, but and a bird. But it's like communicating with them. It's usually just part of the message. So I find that very fascinating. Okay. So it's your question about, I just wasn't sure if I could connect with animals passed over. Well, this is the thing. All of us have this ability to tune into our own senses. Okay. And I feel that once you're developing them, and you start developing them, if you want to focus on communicating with specifically animals, you need to ask, because a lot of this work that we do is questions. And it's funny because, and I talked about this on an interview I did a few weeks ago, was like, when I came to Lilydale, I came because I was receiving a lot of information in all types of ways. I would know things ahead of time. I would see things. I would hear spirits, the whole gamut, right? Can you imagine my amazement when I was told that it's a consciousness and there's two-way communication, right? I could not believe that I could ask questions. And it's like when we are trying to get more information, like I might get a spirit, I'll see what he looks like or whatever. And we can't, like today I did a reading and we were trying to differentiate between, is it the dad or the grandfather? And so I'd go back and I'd ask for more information from the spirit, and he'd give me another little nugget. And then I'd tell him. Finally, after we found out that, what he did for a living and his height and all this, it was the grandfather. Okay. So the point of this long explanation, April, is that if you are looking to communicate with animals, you need to work on that specifically and ask spirit to show you the way and ask spirit to help you with it. A lot of it is just in the asking. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. All right. And good luck on your journey. All right. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see where we are. Oh, we still have a couple minutes here. Are you all enjoying this? Because I surely am. And so in a couple weeks, I'll be back. I don't know if I will be back on the same Thursday. We'll see how it works. But I definitely will do this type of a show again. Okay? I will. All right. Let's see who we have. Bridget Muldoon. Are you still there, Bridget? Hello, people. Hello, Marie from New Jersey. You're welcome, April. Okay. All right. Bridget, are you still here? Oh, there's a lot of hi, Seal. Hi, Marianne. Nicole, Julie, Tamara. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Hi, Tamara. Holly, my buddy Holly, how are you? All right, Bridget, you've got 5 seconds to let me know you're still here, and then I'm going to go on to another person. So, okay. All right, so maybe she left. Maybe we can catch her next time, right? All right, Juliet. All right, Juliet Perry, are you still here? All right, Juliet. If you just say, yes, I'd like a reading, Juliet, I can start. There you are. Okay, wonderful. Oh, we still have enough time. Okay, Juliet, let me see what I can find here for you. Let's see who we got. Okay, Juliet, I feel like I have a man on mom's side of the family, and he comes in with a bowling ball. All right. Sounds kind of weird, but that's what he's doing. Okay. He's a bowler. And no, he said I'm a big time bowler. All right. So I think he feels like he was a pretty good bowler. My family used to bowl. I know a little bit about it, but I feel like he said he was a big time bowler. All right. So Juliet, I feel like I'm going up to, I feel like this is, I'm going up and over. I feel like this might be an uncle on mom's side of the family. But anyways, so this man, I'm missing some of my hair in the middle, and he has a very loud voice. Okay, Juliet, this man is very loud, and he likes to talk over everybody else. All right, he's a big talker. And I feel like one of the things he liked to do was he just liked to sit in his chair and watch TV. Okay, he was a big proponent of watching his shows at night. I also want to say that I hear a lot of traffic around him. So I don't know if he drove a taxi or was out during the day, but I feel like he lived where there was a lot of traffic. Okay, there's a lot of noise. Juliet, do you understand that? Do you understand someone in your family that would have that description. I feel like he may have had some military service as well. I feel like I've got some issues on the right side of my body. And okay, could be your father's side. All right. Do you understand the problems with the one side of his body? I mean, and I feel like he's got a lot of congestion in his lungs. All right, so I feel like we may have had a cancer or some type of lung problem. Okay, later in life. All right. Okay, so you understand it. All right. The TV, the military, and the show. Got it. All right. Do you understand the bowling? Because he came in with a bowling ball. For some reason, the bowl that was funny. So yeah, I'll give that to you. All right. So what does he want to tell you, Juliet? What does he want to say? Okay, so he's telling me eeny, meeny, miny, mo. All right. So I feel, yes, lungs. Thank you. I feel like you're making a decision in your life, okay, between two things. All right. You're hopping back and forth. And I feel like he wants to say to you, money isn't everything. All right. I feel like he wants to impress upon you. So I don't know if you're making a choice between a job or another offer or something like that, but Syracuse big bowlers. Okay. So the bowling ball was meaningful to you. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm cracking up. All right. You never know what spirit's going to give you, as a piece of evidence, but it worked. Okay. All right. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like he's telling you that, oh my gosh, he wants you to be so happy. All right. That's what it is. He wants you to be so happy. And he's saying that you are going to be working for a long time. He's going like this. Okay. So he wants you to, pick the thing that gives you joy. All right. Because he's saying that you're going eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do you understand that? So there we go. All right. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, Juliet, and thank your person for coming through with such specific evidence. I mean, it's always fun, makes my job easier. Good luck with your journey. Okay, and all right, so I think that's where we are for tonight on the mini readings. All right, so I'm just going to, I just want to expound on that last thing that I said. The last thing that Juliet's person told her was to do what brings her joy. Okay. Oh, you're going there tomorrow. You're going to Syracuse tomorrow where the guy with the bowling was, huh? Fabulous. All right. He probably will be there with you. Okay. All right. I came back from a little trip. I'll make this fast. I came back from a trip with my family and I caught the worst cold in Disney. All right. So not only am I going through Disney World for like 7 days with my 3 adult children, their spouses, and my 6 grandkids, ranging from 1 year to 10 years old. Right. So, and we rented a villa. So all of us are sleeping in this place. All right. So, I mean, we're all together. So much fun. But my daughter gets this horrible cold. And then 2 days later, I wake up with a sore throat. So for a week, I am just, miserable, trying to like push through it. Right. So I come home from my trip and I'm exhausted and tired. Had a great time, but I'm sick. And this thing lasts for like 3 weeks. And so I'm just like in a really bad mood. And I wake up and I'm tired and this and that. So I have to do this interview with my very good friend, Kathleen Bolt, who has the Medium's Porch on Lilydale Radio, right? And this won't be airing for a few weeks. But I'm talking like this, and I'm all stuffed up, and I'm doing the interview. But I noticed that by the time we were done, because we were talking about something that I love to do, and that is work with spirit for you people, Okay, connecting your loved ones with you, feeling the power, knowing that our loved ones still love us. It is so important to me. And I spent time talking about it. And by the time I was done with that interview, I had this huge smile and my depression was gone. So I just want to say, do what you love what you do. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great couple weeks. All right. Take care.